What is going on, guys? Hopefully the quality is top notch, or at least back up there. I thought we'd do another call center. Here we go. Friday night call center. Call on in. Welcome to V103, the People Station, as they call it in Atlanta. So this will be good. So Canada, US, UK, Travis, Bitcoin, Jake, dude, what's up? It's been a while. Been a very long time. Sizer, what's up, man? How's it do? Dude, it's good. You got questions? Call in. We'll be playing for the stream. Try and help some people out. Try to get some people jobs. It's about you guys, right? Yo, I'm back and you done did it. What up, Coding Phase? Hi, everyone. Missed the streams? Yeah, I missed being able to do the streams. I had potato internet. Here, this is like the People Station music right here. V Rismo. Hey Josh, this is Lil B. Dude, what's up, Lil B? Welcome to the stream. I was hanging out at my friend Brandon's house, and there's another Brandon there. His name's Lil B. Alright, this is getting weird. Different song. Doing daily videos, working on the Minecraft plugin. Bro, you watch all the streams? Michael, thanks for not lurking. I appreciate you. If you're not lurking, please hit that thumbs up. I'm gonna post this in Discord. Yeah, if you want to call the number, let me know when you join, and then I'll unmute you, and we can talk about it. So I don't know who's gonna call in. Maybe nobody will. Last time we had some people. It's been a while since I've done a live stream. Got an offer extended me as an SD at Amazon today, dude. Congrats. We got to do an interview. Yeah, if you want to do an interview. Oh, open my wrong tab. I'm just posting this in Discord. Dude, that's awesome though. How's the stats? You don't have to share the stats if you don't want to, but was it difficult? Craig, what's up, dude? I have to manually look to see who's in here. Right now, we got nobody. We got nobody in the call. Welcome back. Hey, thanks, man. Hope you guys are doing good. It's been a while. I'm just glad I can talk. It sounded like a cartoon for a while. Top Tech, what's up? That thumbnail though, Craig gets the thumbnail. It's Friday night call center, so I put myself inside of a call center. Semper Freedom. Brandon, what's up, dude? Hova, what's up? Dude, we're just taking calls. So, those are the numbers here. You call the number, it puts you in my lobby, and then I can unmute you, and we can talk, and the chat can hear. Daniel, what's up, man? 2 online assessment, 1 video technical interview. No on-site, surprisingly. Well, even they save money, so it makes sense. Roosbell, Vlogs, what's up, man? How's it going? Thanks for hanging out. All the live streams, finally you catch one? Welcome back. Pay the gas bill, it's cold. Yeah, I know, my gas bill is like $120 this month. How long are you streaming? I don't know, it's 8:30 on a Friday. I figured I would just answer questions or try to help people if they have questions, and they can then just call the numbers here. Thanks, Craig. Current job, you had to switch from Angular, coming from Angular, and it's not good. Angular in a nutshell. Got a tech interview on Java and SQL in 3 days. Can't help you with the Java. SQL, go to SQL Bolt. But I don't know what they're going to ask you, really. Let me know if the music's too loud, by the way. I'm just gonna tell one of my friends to call in. Everyone's afraid. Do companies hire new developers remotely? I'm not gonna answer any questions until someone calls in. I'm just gonna sit here. We're just gonna wait. Um, you only call if you got a question, you know. Last time we got soundboards. Rustin, what's up? Yeah, companies hire remotely. New devs, even more competitive. So remote is already competitive, and then you have new devs, which is like no experience competing with experienced people that want to work remote. The only way to do that is like think out of the box. Like make a video resume. Be like, hello, look, I know this is awkward, and I really want to work for you, and I get it, it's a video, but just hear me out. Like, just send that to somebody's email on a Google Drive. Is jQuery worth learning nowadays? Yes. I use jQuery all the time. I'm not going to make a React app to do something I can do in jQuery in like 2 minutes. Yeah, it's easy as it gets. Every time I use an API, I'm like, all right, let me just hit up the jQuery. Boom, done. Dan Veer, what's up, dude? You do that. Maybe start a GitHub, upload some projects, find a project. Yeah. Thanks for the info. Yeah, dude. Hardik, you say this every stream. You're like, I want to work. I'm from India, and I say the same thing. Apply to jobs. Hardik is everywhere. Sir, I want to work. Can't help you, fam. I mean, I can, but you have to go do it. I can't hire you. You're trying to call. I don't see anybody in the lobby. Says meeting ID not found. Ooh. Okay, hold on. What is the meeting ID? Share. Nope, don't want to share screens. Invite people to join meeting. Oh, alright, so my meeting ID is different. Please hold. Says meeting ID does not exist. Dang it. Alright. 1 sec. I'll fix it. Hold on. Try this. Alright, meeting ID updated. So if I want to, you can just call and ask questions about getting a software engineering career. You're a bit nervous. Yeah, dude, just ring them up. Let me know if that ID works. It's updated in the stream right there. Yo, what's up, Mike? How's the cubicle treating you? Does that ID work? Iron Hat grad from Miami, nice. Welcome aboard. Learn PHP and WordPress or a JS framework in a backend. You need to learn both of those things. Where's my meeting ID though, bruh? Oh, we got people here. We got lots of people here. Alright, I'm gonna mute the audio. Who's going first? We got a phone call here. Turn up the volume. Alright, I'm gonna unmute my dude. How's it going? Welcome aboard.
Hey, how are you? My name is Rustam.
Oh, what's up, man?
I'm from Iron Tech in Miami.
Oh, cool.
Graduated right before January. So far, I had 3 interviews. 2 of them failed. I had 1 today, and I'm not sure if I passed or not. So this is my situation right now.
Mm-hmm.
How about you?
My situation. I mean, I'm just streaming. We're here streaming with the fam. Is there any questions I can help answer?
Yeah. So the question is like, so I had an interview today, right? And they told me like, okay, we're gonna call you back today or tomorrow. So let's say they don't call me. So how should I follow up with them? Because it looked like they really liked me. So, but you know that time waiting, like to receive their phone call. So what to do if it doesn't happen? Like what to do if they don't call me back?
Well, okay. So it's a weekend. They're probably not going to call you until next Wednesday. I would say like Wednesday would be good. But if it goes like past Wednesday, just email me like, hey, I'm still really excited about this position. I'm still interested and would love to have a chance of being part of the team. Let me know if you need any more information from me. That way you're not like, hey,
Okay.
where am I at? Just be like, hey, let me know if you need any more information from me. Just letting you know I'm still excited, waiting to hear back. It's pretty cut. Like I would
Okay,
wait until
so-
after Wednesday to do that. Send them an email. Don't call.
Email. Okay, I got it. I also send them a thank you email, and still didn't get any response, but I guess it's weekend. So my next question is, what do you think? Where is the actual like point? Because what I've been told, do follow-ups until they don't say you, hey dude, like F off. So for you, where is that stop point when you should stop doing follow-ups? Because I've been heard like be persistent, hit them again, and show them that you want to get the job. But like, where is that stop point for you? Like, when would you stop?
Hey, so this is what happens. You have persistence, and that turns into like desperation, and you don't want any Despacitos. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to look desperate. So I would say like twice in the same week is like enough. If you email or call more than twice in a week, they're just gonna blacklist you, dude. It's not worth it.
Okay, and like, is there any last question, if you don't mind?
Sure.
Is there any way, like, so I had an interview today. My working stack is Mern, Mongo Express, React. So so but they do MySQL, Angular, and but they use Node and Express for a backend. Is there any way, like, so I've been trying to show them, like, hey, I had a full-time bootcamp school for the less than 8 weeks. So I learned from nothing, and now I'm able to create a full-stack app. I've been trying to show them that I'm gonna learn quick. But what's the best way to show on the interview that, like, hey, like, check it out, I'm gonna learn super fast. Even if I'm not I'm not familiar with your technologies that you guys use, but
Okay, so
I'll speed it up.
It's not your job to show them. It's your job to take the test, and that's when you get a chance at showing them. So typically, if they offer you a code test, and your main stack is Mern, and they offer you a stack in, let's say like Laravel, you've probably never done that, or Ruby on Rails, you've probably never done that. Take the stack in Mern, do it in Mern, but then also submit it in one of those other ones, just as a bonus. Just be like, look, I tried to get as far as I could in this one, even though I don't know it, and then just submit both.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Okay, got it. All right then. So I don't have any other questions, but thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Yeah, dude. Thanks for having the guts to call.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Have a good weekend, dude.
Yeah, you too.
Later, man. All right. I'm going to unlock the meeting. There we go. All right, meeting is unlocked. You should be able to call again. I'm in SJ. The kid has a hotline now? Dude, I had a hotline before. We did this in another stream. All right, we got another person. I'm going to lock the room because if too many people join, basically, it will cut the meeting short. But I'm going to have unlimited one-on-ones. How's it going, my dude? Welcome aboard.
Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
Oh, okay. So this is interesting talking to you, by the way. It's a pleasure. I just want to let you know that first, and enjoy your content, most of the things.
Thanks, man. How can I help?
And so I've gotten into the world of like developing. So I started with like just Python first, and then I started introducing into JavaScript, HTML, CSS. I'm still learning that process and going to the Fluke code camp and everything like that. I mean, a lot of people call it where you have like issues with just being a coder, you know. I just want to know, like, I don't know when I can be able to go into a position where I'm confident enough to be like, okay, I should start type of jobs. Because I work like at a company right now that's not even in the field of that. And a lot of jobs that I'm in the area, like I live in Minnesota right now, they have developer jobs, but it's more like for more big companies. It's not really a lot of startups. I know you recommend AngelList.
Yeah, have you applied there?
I haven't went through the process. I don't know how. I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna try it though. I don't know. Like, is it like easy or is it just kind of friendly towards the people? Or how are they? You know what I mean? That's the question I have. You know, like regards to that too.
Okay, so number one, you're not gonna feel confident and ready to apply to a job. Just the same as a bunch of college kids that graduate college and they have degrees and they're just like, well, I guess I'm done now, so I'm supposed to apply. But when you're self-taught, that doesn't happen. So it's like you have to take that initiative to do it. There's no one's going to be like, all right, this is good enough. You just have to be like, let's find out. And if you get a no, maybe it's a real no because you don't know enough for that job, or maybe it's a no because they didn't look at it, they didn't answer. And then number two, AngelList works as in you click apply to the job, and it doesn't even let you apply to a job. Usually you have to send them a message on why you would be a good fit. So it's more like one-on-one, like you know, be like, I'm new, I want to do this, I'm moving into this, you know, I'm willing to do it for X price, or, you know, maybe undercut what they're offering, or be like, hey, I'm willing to do it as an internship or part-time or something. But you can like tell your story there on AngelList before you can even apply. And then if they accept that apply, like that little story, then it'll open up a mutual message between. It's like Tinder. It's like Tinder for jobs. It'll open up. They'll send you an email and be like, all right, they approved, and they'll give you their email, and then you can email them directly and be like, yo, what's up? It's me. New phone.
I'm trying to because like, I'm in a position where like, I'm also interested in. I'm more self-taught. I do have a buddy that knows C Sharp and is developing the Python, so he's been teaching me as well, which I'm lucky for. But I'm also like considering the thought of just going back to school as well. You know, I have that opportunity, but it's 4 years. You know, from the age where.
No, okay, no reason to go to college right now. Mainly because you're gonna spend 4 years in college. You're gonna get out. Maybe you'll get a 4 year, or maybe you'll get a junior job making $50K, or you could be self-taught and bust your ass for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then get a job making $50K. So now you have 3.5 years of experience, while the other kid's going to school paying money, whereas you're working and making more money, getting raises and working your way up. So by the time the kid in college graduates, he's getting a job making $50K, and you've been working for 3.5 years, you're making $90K.
Yeah, it's true.
So
and even like that's the position my buddy's in too right now. He went to school for 4 years, and he's actually making about $50K. He's teaching himself a lot of other programs that weren't really taught in school either. You know what I mean? Like he's being taught like he's teaching himself how to be more of like creative. Like, you know, school didn't kind of put him in that perspective. He's been taught how to solve problems really well. But obviously, this like innovation, technology now, there's like HTML, CSS, and stuff like that. He's going through that process right now. So I think that's something that kind of deters me from like maybe just going to school, maybe just kind of still pursuing the self-taught route, which is kind of tough because it's like this is a whole new field for me. You know what I mean? I'm dipping my toes in it. I'm realizing how risky it is. And I love how you're confident about it too. That's one thing. That's why I watch your channel. It's like you're like, there's no issue. It's like guaranteed. Like, you know what I mean? That's why I continue to I still watch your channel because I feel like if it wasn't for to have you guys or like even my buddy, he's very confident. He has the same attitude you do. So you don't need to go to school. He does recommend it though, but he's like you can teach yourself completely 100%, and go through the.
I mean, I'll like endorse school to be like, yeah, obviously I'm not gonna let some dude without a degree be like, all right, bruh, I got your heart surgery. Trust me, I saw a video on the internet. I got you. Like, I'm not gonna, yeah, no, you don't have a degree. No, sorry. Or there's some guy that's like, hey, so I designed this new bridge, brand new. I'm a civil engineer. Saw a guy making it with Play-Doh, so I'm basically a civil engineer. So you can just go ahead and drive your semi. Like in those cases, yeah, I'm gonna be like, yeah, you need a degree and some certifications on some more certifications. But in this specific field of programming, maybe you lose some data, or like worst case scenario, if you're not programming hardware, like you reveal some sensitive data. But no one dies. No one it's not like that severe. And the most apps aren't even like that. They're just profitable apps that are some little niche social media thing or internal apps for a company where it's not like that. So you just don't need one.
Yeah, it's true. And that's how I look at it now. That's why I'm teaching myself. Like I spent, and then how do you? So like I know this has been asked a lot, but I there's a lot of ways I approach things. I'm like, because I feel like being self-taught is a lot harder than going to school for it or like even boot camp. You know what I mean? I've approached that idea too, but this is how I feel about it. So I feel like if I came to myself and then I consider the boot camp up, then I'll look into that. But right now I'm teaching myself. But I think self-taught with motivation is difficult. How do you approach that?
You don't need motivation. You don't need motivation to do work. You gotta work if you feel like doing it. You gotta work if you don't feel like doing it. Majority of the time, it's you don't feel like doing it, but you don't have to be motivated to do stuff. 100%. Like people are like, I don't feel motivated. That's fantastic. I don't really feel motivated to edit videos most of the time, but I just do it. And
that's true.
And then when I'm done,
that's how I do it.
Yeah. Cool. All right, dude. Some more people are gonna call in.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me, man. Again, I enjoy your content. Just keep it up, man.
Hey, thanks,
keep
man.
Watching and have future conversations. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thanks for calling in.
Yep. Yeah, thank
Later,
you.
dude. All right. So I've unlocked the meeting again. Well, actually, hold on. I'm gonna lock it and answer some questions real quick. Hold on. Because I was missing chat. I'm sorry. Apple's Mathery. Nice. Check out my LinkedIn. Okay. Just finished college where you learned base for C#, PHP, HTML, CSS, SQL, Java. But you want to do freelance as web dev. You're starting to learn JavaScript at Udemy. What should you do next? Not do that for freelance. If you want to be a freelance developer, just start off with WordPress. That'll get you where you need to go. You can make full stack apps in like 30 minutes. What else? JavaScript and React is like that's a long learning curve to do that freelance. Like, just, I don't know what you're trying to freelance. Are you trying to freelance like websites for people? Are you trying to freelance React apps for people? That's just my 2 cents. What sources did you guys use to learn advanced JS? Advanced is a little bit subjective, but there's lots of tools. Yeah, websites, then WordPress probably be the way to go. UFA. Dude, thanks for calling in, man. Don't worry. Your phone is a little bit foggy. It was kind of hard to understand you sometimes, but we made it happen. Just want to let you know that I appreciate the resume. Hey, thanks, man. Helps you get a response from Amazon? Cool. Danny, could you write that? Could you write that as a comment on the site, and I will approve it? Thank you. What else did I miss? I miss anything else? All right, I don't think I missed anything else. I'm gonna open it back up. Love videos, refraining from nursing the coding, and channels help a ton. Thanks, Brand. You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna unlock it. I wish I could have 4 people in the lobby, but if more than one person connects, it will end the meeting after 5 minutes. So, yeah. Anyways, it's open. Whoever wants to call in, I'll lock the meeting after that. How are you guys? How's your Friday? Hopefully this is entertaining somewhat. I thought I'd have more viewers. That's part of a startup of 12 guys that make mobile apps in React Native. Should you just intern or what else? Oh, all right, gotta lock it. One moment, 195. Great Friday, thanks, Ray. Hey, thanks, man. Do you put description names of your projects on the resume? What's most important in the resume? Thank you very much. Your skills, top, front, center. Yeah, you should just be an intern, see if you can. It's Friday night. Dude, it is, Kevin. Welcome aboard. All right. Hello. Welcome aboard to the stream. How's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing, Josh?
I'm good, man. What's up? How can I help? Welcome to Call Center Friday night call. What's up?
First of all, I love all your videos. Pretty motivating and everything.
Thanks, man.
Situation I'm in currently. So I've been self-studying for a while. And
what is a while?
I guess a year.
And how many hours?
On and on.
A day? A week?
I'd say a good 5 to 7 hours.
Per week for a year?
5 days a week. 5 days a week.
So we got like 5 times 52. That's how many hours a week or a year. So, okay, keep going.
But yeah, so I've been on a hiatus, and then I'm trying to come back to it. All self-studying. But there's like, I have a list of all these free sources, like the Odin Project, Free Code Camp, taking a Udemy class. Sometimes I get overwhelmed on like where to start again at the beginning of the day, and I'm like, I just don't feel like reviewing the basics of the HTML, CSS, kind of all that. Is it? So like some days I end up doing nothing. I just get overwhelmed with it. Do you have any advice on? I guess.
I think you're not giving yourself enough credit. I feel like you probably look at a question or you get to a problem on Free Code Camp and you're like, I don't know how to do this. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're just like, all right, well, back to the basics, and then I can figure it out. But I bet if you pseudo-coded it out, do you do that? Do you write it out like in word problem form?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Oh, no, I don't.
So that's what I do. Whenever I hit an algorithm or a problem I don't know, I just write it out in word form. I'm like, I'm just like, all right, so I have a list of people. I need to pop out all the people that start with A. So I got a list. So I'm probably going to need a loop. I'm going to have to pop out the people. So I probably need to figure out a method to do that. And I'm going to figure out a way to check to see if the first character in their name is an A. So that's like 3 steps. Then you just convert that to code. And when you just read that without like breaking it apart to the little pieces, you get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed too. Usually like you just initially look at something and you're like, oh, there's no way I could figure this out. And then most people just like back out before they try. But my suggestion would be to write it down and just convert it to code.
Break it down to like smaller problems too. And
it saves the day for me all the time. Every time my boss would be like, here, Josh, I'd be like, I don't know how to do that. And then I would just write it down, like write a paragraph down, and then I would line by line, okay, well, what would this mean in code? What would this mean in code? And what would this mean in code? And so, obviously, it's not always like as linear as that, but and sometimes you mess up the syntax, but that's just like little things, and I bet you would get further than you think, rather than just bouncing back. I just try it. Get to a problem, and you're like, I don't know what to do. Just write it out, like plain English.
Right. Okay. I have a couple more questions if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's do it.
So how self-studying is pretty, by yourself and everything. So do you know any good resources to really check your work with other people, or maybe get a mentor somehow?
The only one I know is like Pramp. I think that's it. Like they're like, they're not paying me to say that or anything. That's just like really the only one I know. As far as like peer review,
Who is that?
Pramp, PRAMP.com.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like, that's the only one that I know where you can like meet with a random person and like quiz each other on the work. If you post on Stack Overflow, it doesn't matter if your code is the best code in the world. People are going to tell you that you're a noob. If you post on Reddit, they're going to tell you that you're dumb or we're not doing your homework for you. It's really hard to post code online and ask for an honest review because a lot of people hide behind keyboard and they're just jerks, and you're like, well, this isn't helpful.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even have a mentor. Like, I didn't have one. I think that's probably, like, even to this day, I'm not like, I don't have like this big YouTuber guy or like this top coder guy that like talks to me every day and tells me what to do. Like, so I'm in like the same boat with you. I don't have one, and I didn't have one, and I just basically struggle bust my way through it. But you don't have to be able to talk to someone to have a mentor. Like, I watched, like, you guys know who like John Samez is, probably before he changed his name 10 times. Yeah, like, he was pretty good. Like, I watched his stuff. I was like, oh, he's kind of a motivational mentor. Like, he's never met me. I've never, like, donated to his channel. I've never messaged him on, like, a live chat or anything. Like, but it's just kind of like people I look up to. But you don't have to like be in contact with them.
Right. Yeah, I think some of your videos also, most of your videos really help me throughout the day too, to motivate me, and
You don't got to be motivated to do work. You got to do the work whether or not.
Yeah.
Like, feelings come and go.
It's discipline.
You're not what you feel. You're not what you think. You're what you do.
I agree. For sure.
Man.
Another question. So, are meetups and job fairs a good source to find jobs, do you think?
Meetups. What kind of meetups?
There's some, like, beginner Python classes, and people just meet up, and then I just hear from other people that, it could be a good source, but I'm not sure if a lot of people.
I think what you want to go to would be like a networking meetup, not like a how to do X.
Gotcha.
Maybe like a convention type deal of like, hey, let's look at all these new technologies, instead of like, in this specific presentation, we will be looking at the new React feature that dropped 2 weeks ago. Like, you're just going to get a bunch of people from React. And maybe you might meet some dev that works at React, and then you could be like, oh, by the way, I'm learning. And then they might be like, hit me up when you get more X, or I'll just put you in now. So, I mean, like, whatever kind of stack meetup that you go to, probably, you're going to find developers that are either unemployed and learning it, or they work there and they just want to get better. And then you could maybe like piggyback off of that. But then that's a whole other skill, right? You got to build your social skills for that. Not saying that you don't have any, but like, it can be intimidating when you just walk up to random people at an event you've never been to. Yeah.
So last thing, it's about portfolios. Are more projects better that are probably like 60 to 75% finished, or a few projects that are fully completed?
A few projects that are fully complete.
Okay, for sure.
Just do like, and when I say fully complete, I mean like you had a Kanban board record that I can see from start to finish of everything that you've done, all the to-dos. I can look at your Trello board, and I can see when you started this, how often you are moving tickets, and like, I don't know if you're front end, but like, let's say you got the wireframes in there, you got the back end in there, you got the documentation in there. Like, well, that's from like start to finish, not just like, hey, here's my code, here's my project, it's on GitHub and it's hosted on GitHub pages. No, you need more than that. You need like the entire process, because that's what you're gonna be doing at work. I think that would like kick it up a notch, take it to the next level there.
Okay, include the entire process. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's not applicable, right? Maybe you make like a Python thing in a terminal and you don't have wireframes, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I appreciate that so much. It's helped me a bunch.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling. Thanks for having the guts.
Yeah, thanks, man. Have a great weekend.
Hey, you too, man. I'll see you later.
Bye.
All right. Did I miss anything in the chat here before I unlock it? Oh, those social skills gets me every time. Thoughts on hosting some code challenges on live stream with viewers? People want me to live stream code, and the reason that I don't do it is because I've explained this like many times, and I don't mind answering the same question, but the reason I don't do code live streams that often are because people either have some idea of what you're doing, no idea what you're doing, and then if they come in when you're stuck, they're like, what is he doing? Why is he just staring at the screen? And then they leave. So if someone's learning HTML and CSS, they're there to learn more about that, and I'm over here trying to do, Django and Python or something, like everyone's like, oh, what's this by? It's a lot easier to do just more generalized stuff, and then as the questions come, I can answer. Also, I don't think I'm that great of a programmer. Richard, thanks for calling, bro. Tips on networking? You got to show up, shake people's hands, talk to everybody you see. Craig. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. If you guys do enjoy the live stream, if it's entertaining, please hit the thumbs up. You watched the video I posted about Lambda School. You didn't know the boot camp teach is the CEO. You got 2 months left on the program. Yeah, so my boot camp teacher, Ben Nelson, is the CTO of Lambda School, and that was like the coinkadink. That like he was like, oh, you're Josh, and I'm like, oh, you're Ben Nelson, my teacher. And I was like, yeah, I was like the dumbest kid in the class, remember? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, look at me now. It was awkward, but that's how the Lambda relationship started in a nutshell. Any free boot camps? I mean, not really. People are if there's a free boot camp, you're asking for people's time, so no one's gonna give you their time for totally free most of the time. Maybe 42. I think there's a thing called 42 in California. Some really rich French guy's philanthropy project. Okay. I'm gonna unlock the meeting. We'll do some more calls. Let me know if you can keep dropping the questions in the chat. Keep answering when I can. Hope you guys are at least having a good Friday. I am. This is fun. I enjoy doing this. I interviewed Patrick. He's in the same cohort. Oh, nice. You might call. How often do you do the resume portfolio? Should you just email? Yeah, Ron, email it to me. Actually, I'm making one tomorrow. I'm making a resume review video tomorrow. Do I know any web dev staffing agencies? I don't know. It's more like staffing agent. Oh, cyber coders. That'll do it. Malik is here. Malik is always here. Oh, he left. Malik. All right, I'm gonna unlock the meeting again. All right. How did you go from the dumbest programmer to the smartest? Joke's on you. I'm not the smartest programmer. I just don't give up. How do you find web dev meetups? Norton, you can go to meetup.com. Hello, comrade. Dude, what's up, man? So sorry, wife called. Be right back. Okay, well, Malik is MIA. The call center is still open if you'd like to call in and ask questions. What is a good site to find study partners or project buddy? I don't really know. Maybe just like some open source sites. I have no idea. That's a good question. I should write that down. Wow. I have no idea. Good question, Tay Oracle. Good question. I'll make a whole video on that if I can answer. Yeah, I'm almost at 50K. Web dev buddies can be solid. Oh, okay. Maybe the channel's Discord. Oh, obviously, yeah. So, the Discord that I have, there's people there nonstop. Always, we have like a community project you can work on. Find some dudes there, work with them. He deserves more than 50K. I deserve whatever I have, right? You get what you don't get what you want. You get what you are. It's gonna shoot from 50K to 100K. Yeah, that'll be the day. What stack is in the highest demand? Okay, well, this is hard to say, but pretty much, according to Google Trends, it's the MERN stack with React. But it depends where you live. So, but overall, MERN. You can study with me and we can code something together on Zoom chat. Yeah, it's hard. People don't want to watch code. Like it. Some people do, but not live streamed. Maybe as a video, but not live streamed. The community is pretty nice. Hey, thanks. I try to keep it that way, or at least Craig cracks the whip. What should be in the resume when applying for front end? Yeah, Rommel. So skills front center for sure. Can you show us how you checked for that? Let me pull it up. I mean, you can't you can type in MERN and mean stack and stuff like that. I mean, Google Trends is just going to give you the trending data for it, but you kind of have to do your own data science on it. So, Brandon Wells, just go to Google Trends, or just Google Trends, and then type in MERN stack, mean stack, whatever other stack, and then you'll see that MERN is on top in mostly every scenario. And you type in React.js, Angular, some other MVC, you'll see React is still up there, even though it's not an MVC. Same in Cincinnati, all Java and .NET, yeah. Depends where you live. If you made it to the final round of 3 web dev interviews and didn't get an offer, what can you do to improve? Why are you asking me that? This is what you do to improve, William. You send them an email and asking them that. So you'll have a... they're not supposed to tell you why they didn't hire you, because people get really offended and they're like, that's slander, and then I'm suing you because, if they say, we didn't think you knew enough, are you calling me dumb? I'm suing you. And so normally they don't reply. But sometimes they will, if they have a nice down-to-earth HR lady and you make a nice down-to-earth letter saying, look, I just want to improve for other jobs. I would appreciate if you could give me or let me know why you decided to pick another candidate. I would appreciate the information. I hope you have a great day. But typically they won't do it. But you should ask. Ask them. I don't know what you did in 3 web dev interviews to not get hired, so it's hard to say. But don't be afraid to ask them. How's life treating you? Life's treating me good. I can talk. I have my voice. I got a shaker cup with some water and grape flavoring. On Friday night, can't get any better. Hanging out with the fam, because I don't hang out with friends in real life. Well, I did for a week, but... Sir, your WhatsApp number, please, sir. It's, what is it? It's, my WhatsApp number is, 867-5309. Did someone join? Oh, my bad. Alright, someone's here. How's it going? Welcome aboard. How can I help, sir?
Hey.
What's up?
Hey, Josh. How are you?
Living the dream, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. I had a couple questions about what my best next step was of getting, my machine engineering or anything from web dev to whatever. Basically, I'm a computer science major, and I should be graduating in May, and I would really like to get into this field. Unfortunately, I've done too many coding assignments on my own, and at school, it's mostly very rhythms and data structures and networks and small coding assignments here and there, and I don't really have I don't think I have anything very good to put as a full project as here's some projects that I've done on my resume. So tell me that before I start applying for jobs. But then I'm also trying to make sure I graduate in May, and I feel like I'm kind of should I just for jobs anyway without project? But I feel like then I don't get it, and I feel like I'm not sure if you're the best person to ask here, but
okay, so what are your code classes? Are they Java? Are you learning C and Java?
Yeah, but on my own, I've had a couple other classes in of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I'm not an expert in that by any means, though.
What did they teach you in
So,
JavaScript? Because that is your bottleneck for this industry, at least.
okay. Very, very basic stuff.
Okay, so
I
you need a portfolio. You have a portfolio?
Yeah. Not really.
Do you have a GitHub that is active?
I started that one up, but I don't really have much on it. I know I really need to get on.
Yeah, so you need a GitHub, and you need to get that shower tiling green, like today.
And,
Like commit often, you know, and push.
Mhm.
So, you got to get the GitHub popping. You got to get the portfolio up with just basic apps, like just you know, there's like the typical basic apps. Every time you make a to-do app, a puppy dies, or you could make a calculator, you could make a quote generator, you could make any number of stuff with just like hard-coded HTML, CSS, and JS. But is that what you want to do? Do you want to do JavaScript? Do you want to do web dev, or do you want to do Java, Spring Boot stuff?
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure. I need to focus on with other. I think I want to go to display. I feel like that's also a big bottleneck because I feel like I've done like a lot of smaller things in Java over the years. A comp sci major.
You're still there? Your phone
Yeah,
connection
yeah.
is kind of like in and out. I don't know if
Is
the
it?
stream
I'm
can tell.
sorry.
It's all good. We'll make it work.
Okay. yeah. So I guess I really do need to get more on making sure I have Folio and GitHub all set up so that.
You need projects. You need projects where you're only going to get hired at a Java dev shop for $50K. And then you'll still have to spend your weekends making projects in JavaScript so that you can get a web dev job. This is what I've seen happen to most computer science graduates. They get a Java job at a dev shop for $50K because that's the only actual like code language that you learn there besides the basic HTML and CSS. Occasionally you get some PHP in there.
Right.
But most of the time you're not learning the stuff that you need on a job. And the people at Java dev shops don't care because they're dev shops. I don't know if you are familiar with those, but just imagine a sweatshop for devs. It's a dev shop for fresh grads. Here's $50K. Work 13 hours doing Java now. You don't want to be that guy. I would suggest that you don't want to be that guy. I wouldn't want to be that guy. So you need to be making projects now, or you're going to be making projects later. You got to deal with it at some point. But imagine all the people in your class that aren't thinking ahead like you. So you're ahead of the curve. Everyone else is going to hit that. They're going to hit that like, oh, this is like literally the only people that are responding to me are like these Java shops. Because they haven't been doing anything else, and that's all they can actually do to bring value to a company. You have to like think about that. It's difficult. You have to be making projects. You need to get the GitHub popping. You got to get the portfolio up with just like 2-3 projects. Like I would say like complete like before, right? So like from project management to complete end product hosted somewhere where they can see it. About 3 of them. Your choice if you want to have a backend.
Okay. So you think I should have 3?
You have what? You should have what?
I should have 3 projects.
Okay, so 3 complete. So I'm talking wireframes. Okay. You got a Trello board of history that they can see how often you've been moving the cards, how often you've been committing via your GitHub. They can see that it's hosted. They can see the code on your GitHub, so it's open source, right? You can't private that. Yeah, that's what you need. 3 of those, because those take a long time to do, especially if you care about it and you know. But don't let perfection get in the way of productivity. Okay, that's the one thing you don't want to do, because you'll spend 3 weeks on the last 20% when you can get 80% done in a day. And I mean, you should care about the 20%, but like, you got bills. I'm sure you got student loans. Like, there's a certain point where you're like, enough.
I definitely. Another thing about my situation, I definitely need to get some kind of job to pay bills. Yeah. So I'm a bit worried. You know, that's another thought I have. I'm a bit worried about, like, I really feel like I should be applying for jobs now, but I don't really feel like I'm the most...
Because you don't feel like you are. It doesn't matter what you feel like. You gotta apply, bro.
Because I have like a project section on my resume, really. I mostly have just work experience, skills, and degree.
That's.
And I really did.
You gotta apply, regardless of what you feel like. Right? What I said before, like early in the stream, you're not your feelings, you're not your thoughts, you're what you do.
Yeah.
And what you're doing is applying to jobs and working on projects. You're a developer, you're developing. You're not. You get out of your head. Get out of your head, start living life.
So let's say I decide to go more of a dev, and I start developing JavaScript projects, get a portfolio set up. In the meantime, should I still be applying for like JavaScript jobs? Because I feel like as of right now, without any projects on my resume, I wouldn't really. I mean, I know I should apply anyway, but I should be more focused on applying to like typical jobs that get something.
Apply to everything. You got object-oriented programming fundamentals from Java.
Right.
You could apply to a Python job. You could apply to a basic Ruby job. Like, just apply, and because you're a computer science student, they might be willing to give you some leniency there. Whereas like some self-taught guy has only been doing JavaScript. Well, I don't know. It works the same, actually. The more I think about it, like, it doesn't... Just apply. Like, you don't know if you don't apply.
Right.
I mean, don't burn bridges. Don't be like, this is 8 years... well, actually, I do that. Anyway, don't listen to me. If it says 8 years experience, I'll apply. I don't care. But then again, I like, even when I had a job, I was always applying because I've been dumped like 4 times. So, I don't know, dude. Just apply. Just click the button. You don't have to have confidence to click it.
Right. The one thing I was worried about with that is, I'm not too familiar with how often these positions stay open. I don't know if it's like a couple days, a couple hours, a couple weeks. One thing I was worried about is like, what if I apply for? Can I just apply again with the project, or?
Okay, so rephrase that. You cut out.
Sorry. One thing I was worried about was applying is, let's say I apply to a job with, let's say I only have one project or no projects at the time, and then I'm developing projects over the next quarter and get some more done. I don't know how often these stay open for. I haven't looked too much. Would it be, let's say if one's open in another like 2 weeks for whatever reason, is it reasonable to just apply again with like a new resume with other stuff added, or?
Nah, dude, to move on. You got to have abundance mentality. There's so many jobs out there, and even if the job that you apply for says no, make your own job, dude. The best jobs are the one that you make. Like, my first job did not exist. It did not exist. They wanted a full stack developer, and they wanted it in Rails, and I knew barely Angular, and they were like, no, and I was like, hold on, let me work part time, and they were like, wait. And I was like, yeah, to make your company look good, hiring fresh tech talent. You can tell your investors that, and your investors can tell the PR people that, and then it'll make your company look good. And they were like, yeah, that is a good point. So, like, even though it wasn't, like, super code related, just think outside the box. Like, make your own job. Like, get creative. If someone says no in a corporate environment, so what? Who cares? If they have already said no, you lose nothing by being like, hold on, let's talk.
You're right.
Maybe, like, it's not against the rules to try and change someone's mind. Everyone thinks it is. Everyone's just like, oh, shit, no. Oh. Like, no, hold on, let's talk about it. That's fine. You have, like, anyways. We're ranting here, but I hopefully this has been helpful.
It helps a lot. Thank you. I'm definitely going to make sure I start applying to a bunch of jobs and get right on developing quality projects as soon as possible. Probably time. And I'm just a bit nervous about this whole thing, making sure I get a job.
Dude, you got to have that abundance mentality. You're going to get one. There's plenty of jobs. You say no, it doesn't matter. Just keep applying, and eventually someone will respond. And if they say no, maybe ask them why. If they don't respond, keep applying. That's just how it goes. It's just a numbers game. You don't need... It's not like sales. It's not like sales, right? Where you have to, like, meet a quota of, like, you have to sell 10% every month. You literally don't have to sell 10% or 3% or 2% of whatever you apply to or try. Like, you just need one yes. That's it.
Right.
That's it. Yeah. Obviously, modify it like Craig was saying in the chat, right? So like when you apply, change your resume to match, write your cover letter to match their company, match their values, blah blah blah. But yeah, does that help?
Yes, a lot. Thank you.
All right, dude.
Have a good night, Josh.
Yeah, man. Have a good weekend. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
All right, man. Later. All right. Meeting locked. Let me unlock it. We got 9 minutes and 56 seconds remaining meeting time because I'm a cheapo on the free Zoom account because I'm on that YouTube budget. Oh, geez. Malik joins in like half a second. All right, hold on. All right, Malik, we got 9 minutes and 56 seconds before the Zoom meeting shuts down and I have to make a new one. How much knowledge of Angular would you need to say that you have before you add it to the resume? Have you ever ran boilerplate Angular? Okay, add it to your resume. What I missed? I don't think I missed anything. All right, Malik. How's it going, man?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hello?
What's up, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yes.
I've been muted.
No, you're not muted. You're.
Hello?
I think you're listening to me through YouTube because I can hear that. So.
I've been muted.
No, you're not muted.
It's got a slight delay.
What? Okay, so put the audio from the meeting on. Don't listen to me through your stream, or this is going to be a really long phone call.
It's got a slight delay.
What? Okay, so put the audio from the meeting on. Don't listen to me through your stream, or this is going to be a really long call.
All right, I can do that.
All right, I'm gonna.
Okay, I got it on.
You good? You can hear me now?
Yes, I can. All right, I wanted to help out in the conversation on how to look for a job and stuff like that. One way is to go to angel.co, and if you're looking for a remote job or a local job, you can get the information, get the job offerings there. They do hire remote jobs as well. Another one is We Work Remotely is another one.
I'm just gonna mute. I'm gonna let you take over. Go ahead.
Okay. And there are, wow. If you look at the right direction and to find remote opportunities, you can. There are actually several ways you can look at that. Also, how to get people to come check you out is always update your resume and also update your LinkedIn profile. Believe it or not, people will find you when they look for a particular developer for a particular project. So always update that, because I've been have opportunities thrown at me. I had to turn them down because I'm working on a particular project. So always update your LinkedIn profile.
Okay, so this is what the first website, he said angel.co. It's Angel List, pretty much.
Yeah. And what they do is you have to make sure that you read the postings and stuff like that. Some offer paid positions off the bat. Other ones are not so much. When they make money, you make money type of situation. So be careful about that. Also, if you're looking for information as far as coding, I was a self-starter from the jump, but I do get information and coding information in reference to books. There's always the Self-Taught Programmer by Corey. I can't pronounce his last name, but I'll spell it out.
Okay.
It's A as in alpha, L as in Lima.
You can type it in the chat if you want.
Okay, I could do that. But it's called the Self-Taught Program. But
We ran out of time. I don't know what happened. I think we ran out of time. Or disconnected. Yep. Well, I guess the meeting room is unlocked for a minute. So, if someone wants to join, how to connect, call the number. Call the number if you're in the USA, Canada, UK. Carrier charges may apply. Data fees and other service carrier fees may apply. Like all the small print that you see may apply. I don't know. Do you have specific days that you stream? I try to stream every day. Haven't made a video in a while. I just got back from traveling. I have a video that I'm going to drop tomorrow. It's kind of like a digital nomad type vlog. It's not very code oriented. It's more of me talking about how it was a lot harder to stay focused and doing stuff when I was traveling than I thought it would be, because everyone wants to hang out with you and you're like, I have to work, and they're like, but you're on vacation. It's like, it's actually not like that. It's digital nomad. You have to work and travel. But yeah, hopefully it'd be a good vid. It's got some B-roll. People keep asking for that. Yeah, so the meeting is locked. No. All right, my bad. Meeting is unlocked. Just making sure I'm getting all the questions. Yeah, if you got any questions, just let me know. We've been here for an hour and 2 minutes. Maybe we'll go for like 15 more minutes, or until I run out of free Zoom time. Go subscribe to Craig's channel. He's almost at 400 subscribers. More money, more problems. And maybe if you don't know how to manage money, money buys freedom. But it's more of a mindset. All right, let me pull up. All right, we got somebody. Locking it down. Got another fish here. All right. Welcome aboard.
Hey man, wow, this is actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. I just literally stumbled upon your channel about 30 minutes ago. Just watching your video on the interview with Google.
Mm-hmm.
And that was actually pretty cool. So, yeah, so a little bit of myself. My name is Omar. I am a current college dropout. I am a food engineer. Right now, I'm currently just on the process of looking for jobs and all that other stuff, and it kind of sucks because I'm on this hitting this wall, because obviously the vast majority of the jobs that I'm looking for in the field where I have experience, I've required a college degree. So right now I'm also in the process of completing the Google IT support specialist certifications from Coursera. So that's kind of where I'm at. Some of my previous experience has been, I'm a former Apple employee as an IT specialist there. And I don't know, just kind of leaning more towards the IT specialist role. And I was wondering if you have any advice in that.
So that's what you want to do, like at Google?
Well, it's not even just at Google. I mean, I could care less if it's Google, Apple, or any other company, to be honest. I'm just pretty much looking for, I don't know, just advice or guidance on kind of what to do.
For like,
I'm kind of like, I feel stuck.
For getting into programming or getting into IT?
IT. I don't know how to code for shit.
Do you want to learn how to code?
Yeah, so pretty much some of the experience that I have has been a little bit of HTML. Just I've made some few websites with WordPress, but it was just kind of like basic stuff, going on YouTube, learning how to do that stuff.
Okay, so let me ask you
but
this. What did you do at Apple as an IT specialist? Tell me what they did, and I can tell you what jobs that you can probably find that do that.
Yep, so sure. So it's pretty much kind of like customer support. So let's say your iPhone broke, and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? Pretty much there you would call, and I would be one of the guys that would pretty much pick up your call, and I would try to solve your problem. Whether we would do basic troubleshooting with software, and if it was like hardware stuff, or like your screen cracked, we would set up everything in which you would have an appointment at the Apple Store, or we would send a box to get your devices up into a warehouse so we can go ahead and fix the device and return them back. So we did a lot of iOS devices, iPhone, Apple Watches, iPads, and so on. And then I was tier 1, so it was like the basic stuff. And I was also starting my Mac training for the Mac OS.
You want to do more of this, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay, so the jobs that you... All right, so I'll give you a website right now. Go to remoteok.io, and then go to the... it'll say customer support, but it's not all customer support. It's IT stuff, like what you're doing right now. Remote OK, and then navigate to the customer support section, and you'll see a bunch of customer support engineers, which get overlooked because everyone's like, I don't want to be on the phone all day with people, and that's not even what it is. It's either like screen sharing, helping them fix stuff, or doing what you did right there, like talking through their problem, giving them a solution, and then doing that. And then sometimes it's even coding, but not that much coding. It's like HTML, CSS, most of the time WordPress. It's really underrated, I think, because everyone's like, oh, customer support, I'm better than that, I'm a developer, but like, it's actually not. It's really technical in this niche, and there's a lot of people that look for that. At my other company that I quit, they had customer support people, but it was a lot more technical than you think. It's just like answering phone calls, like a call center. It wasn't that at all. So I don't know if you guys are in the chat listening. You want to look for like a half customer support, half code, like screen sharing, walking people through problems and stuff like that. It's remoteok.io, and then go to the customer support section, and you'll see a whole bunch of stuff. Or just Google it. They're very underrated. People just think it's call center jobs. It's not what it is at all. I applied to one. I almost got a job, but I wanted more money than the other guy, so they didn't hire me. But it would have been cool if I did it. Sorry, Omar. I wasn't trying to hijack that or anything, but
No.
I think that's a good resource.
No, I totally agree. I worked at Apple for a year and a half. It was a pretty cool experience. I pretty much turned down Pepsi in New York just to do Apple. It was awesome, but the only kind of downside from that experience was that it was work from home.
So that's a downside for you?
Yeah, to me that was a downside. Just because I was always shackled inside in my desk and my room, my office. But I know that's kind of part of the job. So I was also looking into. I enjoyed troubleshooting devices, right? I love talking to individuals. I love fixing problems.
So what you're telling me right now needs to be on your cover letter. Everything that you've said since you've started, since we've talked on this call, needs to be on a cover letter in a very short and concise form. I love talking to people. I love working with people. I love customers. I love customer interaction. I like solving problems. All of that on a cover letter. And then you apply to like a smaller company. They're just gonna, especially if you don't want to work remote, because like I think you're like one in a bazillion who doesn't want to work at home in their underwear. But there'd be plenty of companies that would happy to have you come in and do the work there, because that's how companies are most of the time. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Now, one question that I have, and I'm kind of like not sure what to do with my resume. I've spent hundreds of hours just because in the beginning I felt when I was a freshman, I saw a lot of my colleagues getting jobs because their parents would hit them up with their company and whatever, and I didn't have that privilege. Anyways, I focused a lot of time on fixing my resume, going to the career center, and I'd say it's pretty decent. But right now, it's kind of had to drop back because I couldn't afford college anymore. I don't really know what to put on my education. if I feel like the University of Illinois, do I still put bachelor's in my degree?
Yeah.
The date, or do I
Yeah.
take it out? Or
No, just leave
what
it,
do I
dude. Just leave it. Just leave it and put the dates you attended. And if they're real curious, they'll be like, "Hey, did you graduate?" And then you can be like, "Nah, I got a job. Started working." Oh, okay. No one cares. Like, I don't know, unless they're like one of those huge, like a large corporate company. It's like, please include your GPA, all classes that you took that are related to this degree, and also please include, like, I mean, obviously, if you want to apply to that, do that, but most companies are going to be like, yeah, customer support, you like working with people, you don't mind if people yell at you, all right, you're on, get hired, let's do it, and they'll just teach you what you need to know on the job.
Yeah, so yeah, because as I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the call, looking at a lot of, I'm applying to a lot of jobs right now, and most of them say bachelor's degree required.
Yeah, but do you apply to them anyway?
Experience. Yeah, I don't care. I'm still applying.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned earlier too when they're like, oh, you don't really care about the years of experience. I don't care either, because I'm looking at the bullet points or what they're looking for, and that's those are things or qualifications that if I'm being honest, I can do, and I have done in the past.
Okay, so you've said that you have done it in the past. You're going to need to be able to validate that. You're going to need some sort of history.
Of course, yeah.
Like, you're going to need, like the interview questions you're going to get are be like, tell me about a time where you successfully de-escalated a high stress situation, and what was the benefit that the company gained, or, you know, how did you lock in that customer long term, or something like, tell me about a time when you had a disgruntled customer and now they're one of our best customers, or something like that. Like, you're going to get those sorts of questions, and you're going to need a way to, like, validate that besides just an anecdotal story. Like someone they could call at your last job and be like, yo, is this true? Because then they're going to be like, oh, yeah, let's call them and find out. Like, that's because you're in, like, this soft skill kind of area of just communication and talking to people. I'm not saying that you don't have tech skills. I'm just saying the interview is going to be like that.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, yeah, and I'm not. I totally understand, like, putting extra stuff on my resume just to, like, stand out of other candidates, because at the end of the day, they're gonna pretty much catch the bluff, and I don't want to be in that situation.
Don't bluff. Just put the information you have
right,
and clarify if needed.
Of course. So that's. I mean, I'm being completely honest with everything, and that's. I was just trying to call to, like, get that advice. So thanks for that, man. Like I said, literally just came across your channel like a couple minutes ago, saw this, and decided to, like, give you the call.
Dude, happy to have you. Thanks for calling in. I hope seriously, I hope it helps.
No, it certainly did. I mean, kind of like hearing that reassurance really helped a lot, because right now I'm just, like, about point running, like, crap, this sucks. Just finished my co-op in November, and in November, December, and middle of January without working, and it sucks. And I've been applying everywhere. No one really is calling me back. At the beginning, I thought it was because of the holiday season, but now I've had a few interviews, so I'm kind of, like, waiting to see for the next steps. So
you're in the worst part of the year. You're the absolute worst part of the year to apply for a job. Everything is so slow right now. Everyone's so backed up. Like summertime is good, spring is good, fall is good. Wintertime is, like, absolute worst time to apply to a job.
Yeah.
But just keep doing it, dude. There's so many jobs out there that would be happy to have someone in office, that wants to be in office, that likes doing it, being there. Like, you should have no problems. But then again, I don't know what your resume looks like and cover letter. I'm not saying that's bad, but there could be some contradictory wording, something that might raise an eyebrow. I don't know.
Gotcha. Now, is there anywhere where I can, like, submit my resume and cover letter for, like, review?
Yeah. Yeah, then put it, my email is down below. You can just email it to me.
For sure, man.
Yeah. I will review it tomorrow.
Perfect. Yeah, no rush. Oh, hey, man, thank you very much for everything. I do appreciate it. Like,
yeah.
You're doing this super cool.
Cool, man. All right, have a good weekend.
Likewise, take care.
See ya. All right, we'll do a couple more calls. But before I unlock this, I'm gonna answer some stuff. He has tech support right now. This Friday night call center, I'm just trying to help people I don't know. I saw Dave Ramsey talking to people about how to make a budget, and I'm like, how does this guy have millions of dollars? Just from telling people not to spend money, not to spend more than they make, etc. If he can do that, then I can actually give good advice. Anyways. Did I miss any questions? Friday Night Call Center. Welcome aboard to the Friday Night Call Center, guys. It's 9:43 p.m. We're going to put on some smooth jazz. I should. This is trap music, but whatever. Did I miss anything else? Chops, Dave Ramsey's on line 3 wants a word with me. Craig, you should come and you should screen the calls. It's a boring job though. Throw some trap music on. Illusion, I'm already ahead of you, bro. So the thing with the music and people's voices is that I only have one slider for the output of the audio to the stream. And so if that's off, internet money, they make dope trap. I can put it on YouTube. Internet money. Okay, so I can't listen to it though. This whole stream will get demonetized. Do non-deployed website projects count as work experience? Ethan, no, because they can't validate it. If it's not deployed, they can't see it. New subscriber, new in the States. Want to start taking some classes for coding so you can apply for a job. Roger. When you say classes, you mean college, you mean boot camp, you mean go at your own pace like Udemy or Treehouse? What you mean? You've interviewed kids that come out of boot camps and they have a false sense of I'm gonna get a job. I think it's just a lot of people not just doing what they're told to do, right? Like while they're at the boot camp, they're just constantly listening to the teachers and the career advice, and they just follow it to the T. And literally everyone is following it to the T, so no one stands out and looks different. So, I don't know. You're right. I've interviewed people that have come from code boot camps too. Like at my last job, I interviewed 3 people that came from code boot camps. One of the person couldn't write FizzBuzz, which was okay. And another person had issues writing basic SQL, and another person couldn't do a palindrome, and I told him it was going to be a palindrome before he came in. And I'm like, that's the most common, I don't know. Tips for getting an internship as a sophomore in CS. Sophomore in whatever, doesn't matter, Sniper Core. Tips, just apply, bro. Just apply and be like, I'm a sophomore looking to intern and improve my skills while I'm learning. Best advice for going into boot camp? You mean which boot camp or what to do when you're at a boot camp? When you're at a boot camp, you're gonna feel like it's too much information and then you can't do it. Happens to every single person that goes to a boot camp, unless you're a wizard and have prior experience. I would say 99% of the time, most people are this is way too much information. What have I just done? Now I've just paid 12 grand. That happened to me. I tried to get my money back. They were like, hey, we'll give you $200 back. And I was like, all right, I guess I'll finish. It's awesome that you do this. You got to be out. I want to say hey, thanks, Kevin. Hope you have a good weekend. I'll see you tomorrow on the live stream. Thought you were supposed to get up and leave if they ask FizzBuzz. It was just kind of a joke question. Thanks for the stream, Sentinel. Hope it helps. What should you know in React to say you're good in React? You could say whatever you want, dude. To say I'm good is subjective. What is good? Can you write a component? Can you, I don't know, tell me about the React lifecycle, because everyone knows I'm a pro in that. Any advice, web tool, or anything to learn Angular? Code Sandbox IO. Code Sandbox IO will do it for you. Go there and look at the pre-made projects and just work backwards. Second week as a portfolio analyst working with SQL. Even though your degree's in accounting, you're loving it. Dude, nice. Love the lifecycle. Everyone knows I give the best React lifecycle, and even to this day, I wake up to 2 or 3 comments on that video that's bro, you should really study the React lifecycle. I get it. It's like a year old. You're new to the channel. What's this live stream about? People are just calling in with questions about their career or how to get in the industry, and I attempt to answer those questions. Please do this every Friday. Sure. Code Sandbox. Malik, yeah, you know. Saturday. Opinen. Tervetuloa. I think that you're from Finland, at least. That looks like a Finnish name, but I forget. Pretty sure that's Finland, though. Josh, hire me. You'll clean your setup dust-free. EB Games doesn't exist anymore. GameStop for life. Do you have a live stream schedule? I don't really have a live stream schedule, but I try to stream every day, at least if I'm like at home working like normally. You're about to call in, why not? It's not unlocked yet. I haven't unlocked it. I'm just answering questions in chat right now. Yeah, usually I live stream. It's either in the morning. Well, it's like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. That's when I stream, pretty much. That's cool that you like dig the portfolio analyst, Noah. Is there a place you can get better technical writing, protocol, software documentation? Carlos. Yes. If you want software documentation, Eddie. I did a video with Eddie. He's like an expert in open source documentation. Let me get it for you. Hold on. He has a YouTube channel, but let me scroll up and find. Here, open source tips book. So this is how to write good software documentation, how to push, how to commit, how to add, edit, to all that stuff. This is specific to open source, but if you just abstract it from that, there's some good technical writing tips in there. Did I miss any other questions? Why don't I have 100K subscribers? Sometimes I wonder. And then I realize I'm not that good. I gotta get better. What should you expect to be faced with from a junior front-end telephone interview? How should you prepare? Is it a junior front-end telephone interview, or is it an HR screening call? Because if it's an HR screening call, it's gonna be like, tell me about your work history. What do you know about us? How many years experience do you have? And she's literally just checking boxes. And then if you check all the boxes, she submits you to the CTO. Do you know you're creating a developer ecosystem? Yes, I do. That's my brand. Well, at least I try to. Like, I try to. This doesn't exist, right? This is unpaved territory. I'm pioneering this niche of like, boot camps are a thing. College isn't really needed in this niche. Let's figure out how we do this, because no one told me. What kind of text editor do I use? I use Visual Studio Code. You're making me reconsider going Dev Mountain. You're supposed to start this month. Now I'm worried I'm going to piss 12 away. Stefan, you're going to piss 12 away. They reached out to me on LinkedIn, dude. They reached out to me. The web dev top guy reached out to me on LinkedIn, and he was like, I hear that you have issues with Dev Mountain. What's up? And I was like, you need to add a guarantee. And they're like, well, in order to stay competitive in the market, we can't add a guarantee. And I'm like, what does that mean? So then I asked someone else at Dev Mountain. I was like, why don't they add a guarantee? And they're like, well, if we add a guarantee, then the students don't take the curriculum as serious. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, you need to add a guarantee because everyone else has one. You have no excuse not to have one, especially when you're priced the same, and if not a little bit more, and your curriculum is shorter, and you outsource the first portion of it to online, like Udemy courses. So it's not even like, you count that as your bootcamp, but it's like a month of Udemy courses. Sorry, Dev Mountain. I went there. I'm allowed to say this. I went to Dev Mountain. It got bought out by Capella Education. If you don't know what Capella Education is, it's basically like DeVry and ITT, so complete BS. And then it got bought out again by Strayer University. Strayer is like Phoenix University, and Phoenix isn't a real university. So, yeah. Also, they keep raising the tuition over and over and over, and they're like, we're staying competitive. Whatever. Use Atom and VS Code. I think Atom's a little slow, Malik, but it's alright. It's very modular. Web development companies pay for a relocation. BF, yeah, you can go to stackoverflow.com, check the relocation box, sort by companies that are willing to provide you relocation and possibly a visa if you find a company. It's not that you're not good, to be honest, you deserve, but this specific subject is kind of niche. That's okay. The niches are where the riches are, according to books. Dude, BF, thanks for answering your question. You're welcome, man. I'll try to get to all the questions. Sorry, I kind of went on a rant about Dev Mountain. I'm not trying to be mean, but Dev Mountain, if you're watching this, add a guarantee and give me a good reason why you can't, if you don't. A good reason. Otherwise, you're just going to get put out of business by the companies that do have a guarantee. And it's like, I said one thing to him, and I was like, the only reason that Dev Mountain is popular is because everyone kind of drinks the Kool-Aid, and then everyone else drinks the Kool-Aid, and then everyone just, and he was like, well, 75% or over of our new students are referrals from previous students, and I'm like, literally, that's drinking the Kool-Aid. It's like, for a cup of coffee to keep the train going, keep on. Carlos, thanks, man. All right, I'm gonna scroll up, answer all the questions real quick. What advice to give someone prepping for a software internship with a large company? What's a large company? Go to Glassdoor. Find out what they are interviewing on via Glassdoor. Do web development companies do a sign-on bonus? Good luck with that. What else I miss? What else I miss? How many hours do you recommend a beginner to code per week? It's not about the hours, be twice. Try to convert it to Pomodoro. So if you know what a Pomodoro is, 25 minutes uninterrupted work time. Do about 6 to 8 of those per day. That's roughly under 4 hours of work, solid work. If you could get 8 Pomodoros in a day, dude, you'd be cooking. Is it possible to land a job just do free code camp? Yeah, dude, I've seen it happen. Is Codecademy a good resource to learn code? I'd probably go to free code camp. Codecademy has a premium section, so they lock off certain pieces of content. Free code camp's just all free. So it's non-profit, sponsored by donations. Just go there. Are you still YouTube full time? How's it going for you, dude? It's good. I mean, I still teach code. I develop. Because I have my own website. I work on that some. Doing YouTube, business stuff, right? Sponsorships, all that. I'm trying to get to that 50K so I can get that join button, because I feel like if I had a join button, at least people would join, and then I could add special emotes, and I don't know, 50K is goals. 50K is when I get that join button, which takes a lot of stress off my plate, because it's more kind of like the Twitch sub button, which is going to be really good. So I'm only like 3,500 away or something. So I got to get to 50K. That's when it unlocks. But then maybe like no one joins. But if I could just get like 1,000 people to join out of 45, that'd be goals. All right. Dev Mountain is not only good for React, everything else is easy. Yeah. You think Treehouse alongside college is great for learning? Yes, Cash, definitely do that. You're going to go to college, but you're unsure, do you need a degree to get a job as a dev for coding? Roger, no. Solo Learn, mobile app. Yeah, VJ. I made a whole video about Solo Learn. It's the only mobile app that I would recommend. Are there interview questions you would consider red flags about a company? Yeah, probably. Let me think about some. If they ask a lot about overtime, I'd probably pass on that. Because they're asking you that to see how comfortable you are with that. Just found the channel yesterday. Mr. Gents, welcome aboard. Happy to have you. Free Code Camp doesn't even structure how to structure an HTML page. It depends on which part of Free Code Camp you're doing. There's a whole bunch of videos on YouTube by Free Code Camp that supplement to that. Yo, Def, join Endeavor, dude. That'd be sweet. Advice for when learning code feels overwhelming. Break it down. Pseudocode that out. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the stream, but what you need to do is you need to take that code problem and you break it down to plain English. Like, you remember when you were in middle school and you hated word problems? Okay, now you still have to hate word problems, but like, you got to break it down and turn it into code. So previously you had to turn the word problems into math. Now you got to turn the word problems into code. But it's not as hard as you think it is. You probably know more than you think. You just write it out in English, right? A list of people? A list of people. That's probably going to be an array. I need to check each thing in the list. Well, I'm probably going to need a loop for that. I need to check a specific thing in the list. Okay, how do I do that? What do I think of WebAssembly? In what way? Someone asked me that earlier. When are you gonna do digital nomad lifestyle? I have a mortgage and 2 dogs and a girlfriend. What's the best advice you can give to someone looking for a junior front-end developer role? Ignore all experience requirements. And if they say no in the interview, say, well, hold on, let's talk about it. Do you think it's good to use WAMP server to host your own website for free? I don't know. Your website has a real possibility of going down if your computer goes down. Put that accountability on another service that gives you your money back when it goes down. Because if you have your own website on your own WAMP, and that's like e-commerce, and you got money flowing through, and your own site goes down, hey, that's on you. Whereas if it goes down on them, at least maybe you get like free hosting, and they get it back up, and you could, I don't know. I feel like you get some more leverage there. You should try some teaching streams with code examples or whatever. It doesn't work. People want to see the teaching streams with code, but they only want to see what's in here for what they want to see. So if I teach something in JavaScript, everyone joins. It's like, oh, boo, this is boring. I want to see React. If I teach React, everyone's like, boo, this is boring. I want to see advanced SAS. It's like you can't win. You haven't heard anything bad about Treehouse? I don't have any real issues with Treehouse. Some of the courses could use some updating, and their little workspace could use some modifying. But Udemy gets outdated the fastest, in my opinion. Thank you for the $5, Mr. Danley. Your generic CS grad. Finding a YouTube account has helped you become more confident, plus pushes me every day. Keep motivating Mr. Danley for the 5. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad it helps. I wish I could meet you guys. Maybe I should like host a meetup one day, but then that makes me feel really kind of vain. I don't know. I'm just as awkward as most awkward people. And so if there was like a line of people there to meet me, I'd be like, what have I done? Jason, what up? Keep up the great channel. Hey, Jason, thanks, man. Best way to learn MySQL. Definitely not a Russian bot. Go to SQLbolt.com. I'll tag you. Definitely. Why is your name so long? SQLbolt.com. Adam, what's up, Mr. Josh? Dude, how's it going, man? It's been a while. You have a networking event and a hackathon next week. You want to talk to some industry people so you can get an interview. How should you prepare? That's a little bit difficult to prepare. The only thing that you could prepare would be maybe like social skills. Have a mint for your breath, so if you get up close and personal, you know, while you're whispering while someone's presenting the presentation, you gotta get close. You might need a mint. I don't know. That's a weird question. Some dude's like presenting React, and you're like, hey, by the way, I'm looking for a job. Maybe you need a mint. Good to see you back on the YouTube machine. Hey, thanks. GitHub pages host for free. Yeah, but you don't get your own domain. But it does host for free. Also, 000 web host. When's my dad gonna make a Johnny 5? I don't know. I have to ask. You've been coding Java for 2 years. When should you start doing internships? Or is there any online internships? Cash, yeah, there's plenty of online internships. You just gotta apply. Typically, I always recommend AngelList. People are like, oh, he's selling AngelList. No, bro, they're just startups. And startups are usually younger people like you and me that are more open to someone that's like, look, you got a product and I got a high drive to get this done. Let's talk. Rather than some huge corporation and some HR lady with her glasses on just checking stuff. Well, it appears he has a degree. Mm-hmm. Oh, and look, he said he has 3 years when he was filling out. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, he does. Okay. He matches 3 out of 5 of the keywords. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like your typical large HR corporation. That's what they do. Startups are like, hey, let's talk. That's why I recommend it. Do 80% of startups still fail? Yes. Flex the bicep. You've been slacking. What? What? We got? No, we're good. We're good. Have you ever tried dropshipping? Dropshipping is saturated, and you're all shipping from AliExpress and Alibaba.com. There's only so many ways that you can sell the same product and use the same Facebook ads. People don't make money from dropshipping. They make money selling courses on how to do dropshipping. You can add a domain, yeah. But for free, it doesn't come. Very nice channel. Looking forward to see the Empire Rising Green from Germany. Thanks, man. Went to check the merch and there's nothing there to check. Yeah, dude, YouTube has bugged it. Like, I have the little shelf at the bottom, but it, like, the link is broke, so I have to fix it. I say this like every live stream. You don't mean to come off the wrong way, but you seem very expressionless. You've probably seen Jacksepticeye and a bunch of other screaming YouTubers, and you're wondering why I'm not like that. I can do it. Here, look, I'll turn on the Jacksepticeye. I'm sorry for the cancer in advance, guys. Here we go. How's it going, guys? Hope everything is going great. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. Thanks for joining me. We're going to play some Fortnite. Hope you guys enjoy Fortnite. You can just call me Ali A if you want. I'm really excited, overly excited about everything. How will I know when I'm ready to apply for a junior front-end developer role? Well, RGP Tracker, let me tell you how to do that. We're going to talk about that right now today. Stick around till the end of the video if you want. Like, I just can't. It's just not me, bro. How will I know? I mean, you're not going to know. How to get referrals for software jobs from meetups locally? You gotta ask. You gotta ask where people are working, if they're working. Can I put on some blue rubber gloves? It's getting weird, Dr. Doggo. I'm gonna have to pass. Bro, you forgot to smash the like button? Nah. I can't. I had to stop. Resume reviews tomorrow, yeah. Where's the free giveaway? That's right, guys. We're giving away 2 free iPhones. All you have to do to be entered to win is make sure that you're subscribed, because I'm actually counting every single subscriber and monitoring that. And so, you know, all you got to do to enter to win is be subscribed. And so 4 million people enter to win. I will be tracking if you subscribe during this video specifically. Be sure to smash that like button. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Also, be sure to click that join button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out my Patreon so I can get that double dip, you know, get that sub on the YouTube and the sub on the Patreon, you know. And then be sure to check out my merch below. I got some great sweater. Like, I can't. You have an online interview with a company called ThoughtWorks. Let me look. Don't forget to turn on the notifications. Sniper Core. Just to let you know, this video is sponsored by Squarespace, Skillshare, and Wix.com. So if you're looking for a website and you want to make a website, you know, forget being a developer, just use Wix. You know, forget doing it yourself, just use Squarespace. Ugh. You're gonna click the link so I can get paid? Hey, thanks, man. You get paid too, though. Let me look up ThoughtWorks. Always inventing, always delivering, great ideas brought to life with technology in weeks, not years. Client service careers. All right, let's look at the careers. What do you do here? Lead developer, senior developer. What? That seems a little bit bureaucratic. This channel isn't definitely for me. I'm more interested in networking. Keep it up. Thanks for hanging out. What did I miss? Is learning to code stressful? Depends on how you manage stress. If you're not very good at managing stress and you get upset and frustrated at things you don't understand in the immediate, then yeah, it's probably pretty frustrating. Remote US job opportunities for someone based out of Asia. Yeah, so hit up Stack Overflow, click that remote button or relocation provides visa button. That'll do it for you. RemoteOK.io. AngelList has remote option. You can go to Indeed.com. You can search remote. With joining CS group at uni, working in Angular helped me get an internship. And I mean, I don't know if other dudes in the group have internships. They might be able to put in a good word for you, but I don't see like adding a CS group to your resume is going to do much because I could add that to my resume. I could say I go to your college right now. No one's really going to give a shit because I haven't networked with anyone. Gotta do some night coding, Malik. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Fix your phone for next time. I don't know where you went. Keep disappearing. Why can't act like that? What do you think is wrong with selling that behavior? For me, I think guys like you are way more real and kind of selfless. Oh, yeah, so I'm not like that. I'm not like super hyper like that. A lot of people want to see the hype and the giveaways and like, I'm not there for that. I'm here to provide value. I'm here to provide insightful tips. Flutter isn't its own language. What'd I miss? What are my thoughts on C#.net? I did that as my last job. It's kind of antiquated. You got to use information. What is it? IIS to run it. It's so different than any other web stack that you have to run. And the ASPX files are like Rails files. So weird. Do you still recommend freelancing? I'm a big proponent of entrepreneurship because I want everyone to figure out what it's like to know that they can put food on the table without having to take a paycheck from a boss. Obviously, it's a lot harder than that, but I wouldn't do it any other way. Flutter's for mobile apps. Yeah, it's like React Native's competitor. Assuming one codes for 4 hours a day, can a job be landed in 8 months, or would it take like 15 months? 4 hours a day. What are you doing in those 4 hours, and are those 4 hours spent actually being productive? Is the door closed? Is your phone flipped over? Are you building? Are you getting stuck and moving on and skipping stuff, or are you getting stuck and solving the problem? Like, how are you managing? Like, hours is so... I want results at the end of those 4 hours. I don't care what you did during the 4 hours. I don't care about if it was 4 hours or 2 hours. I want the result. Some of these questions are just, I don't know how Josh deals. It's a practice of patience. I teach code, man. So like, I get a lot of same questions from different students all the time. And sometimes I'll catch myself saying something. I'm like, oh, I could explain it better like this. So it's a good practice. You're 18, working with Python. Can you learn front end? Yeah, absolutely. I made a video to this song once. I think this was like a day in the life of a front end developer that got like no views. What about the tech side of marketing? Any thoughts? Dude, I love digital marketing. Digital marketing is more of like psychology at this point. Scientific advertising is so awesome. Digital marketing, learning how to use the tools and get like, that's the thing about digital marketing is like you have the best product in the whole world. You have the best product, like it like cures cancer, but like if no one knows about it, it doesn't matter. It's digital marketing. So good. And then if you can convince people to buy stuff, it's like 2 steps away from now you have a skill of persuasion. And now you can use persuasion in your favor in your daily life, like digital marketing. Is cold approaching business in person effective? Yes. That's probably the most effective way. JavaScript's way easier to C++. Yes. Tesla doesn't run ads, and they don't have to run ads anymore, right? So they've already gone. Everyone knows about Tesla. But I'm saying if you're a brand new product, if you're like a brand new YouTuber or brand new something, no one knows about you. Just every day, kind of like Elon Musk had SpaceX and PayPal and all that stuff. Like, it's not the greatest example. Will you open the Zoom chat? I'd like to ask a few questions. More questions. I'm probably gonna go to sleep. My voice is kind of dying on me. We'll probably do this again in a few days. Or you can just email me if you want. Or if you leave a comment on the stream, I read all the comments. What did I miss? React versus Vue for junior dev. Vue is easier to pick up. React is more in demand. MJF swag. What's up, man? Are you going to start a startup? What would the startup be? I'm not interested in having a startup because I don't want investor money and I don't want to deal with employees right now. And number 3, what problem am I solving? Like, that's the main question. I start a startup. What problem am I solving? I sat down with a millionaire, like on Shark Tank, and I pitched my cryptocurrency idea to him, and he's like, "What problem are you solving?" And I was like, "It's a good question." He basically told me no. But we had like a good 55-minute talk, and I learned a lot having coffee with that guy. He's an angel investor, bazillions of dollars. It's pretty cool. Have you heard of Y Combinator? Yeah, it's too competitive. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I've heard of it. I just don't have it. I don't got an idea. How easy is React to pick up for someone who knows Angular? All right, so you know directives in Angular. That is literally just React. So take all the directives of Angular, and that's components in React. And React is all components. Hire a manager to deal with employees, you be the CEO. I don't want to hire a manager. My opinion of managers are generally not good enough to do the job and not important enough to make good decisions because I can do both. So I'll just do both. Especially middle management. Do I know any iOS, Android developers that hate their job? I don't think it's what they're developing. It's probably just the job. Any suggestions on how to get jobs directly from clients? Maybe you have experience or know some platforms like Freelancer. So there's Upwork and there's Freelancer. Do you have previous clients? That's your best bet. When you're starting, word of mouth. Number 1, you need a brand. If you're a freelancer, you need a brand. Without building this audience on YouTube, I wouldn't, like, this is my brand. This is what I do. I help people get into the industry. We talk about business. We talk about code. We talk about mindset. Kind of all over the place. I talk about that sorts of stuff. That's my brand. You need a brand as a freelancer of like, I do badass barbershops or something. I saw a guy, he sells WordPress sites to the public school system in the UK, and like the little kids schools, like little primary schools. He sells WordPress sites for like £10,000, and they're garbage. Like, you can make it in a day. Can a developer make $250K? Yeah, you can make $250K. Still don't understand the big reason for choosing CSS Grid or over Flexbox. They're different things. Different things. You got Flexbox for alignment. You got CSS Grid for making it responsive. Peace, Pogo. Thanks for hanging. Angular actually uses components. AngularJS uses directives. Okay, yeah, well, I was talking about AngularJS. Startups are Fortune 500 companies. Startups all day. I'm not sitting in a cubicle. Can't pay me enough money to sit in a cubicle. I won't work for Google. I won't work for Facebook. I won't work for any of those companies because I don't want to sit in a cubicle. And mainly, I just don't want to work for you. zQuery, yeah. What do you think of Philadelphia for web development? I don't really know much about it. Google rejected you? That's okay. Sinister, hope you're doing well. Dude, I am. How are you? What's the reasoning behind my tattoo, and are you planning on getting a full sleeve? And I don't have it even close to a full sleeve, but basically, I've always wanted to be a pilot, so flight is kind of like a symbol of freedom to me. And like, for whatever reason, FBI, open up! Like, if they came, or whatever, military, they're like, hey Josh, you want to fly F-35s? You got to give up your house, your dogs, your girlfriend, your parents. I'd be like, okay, bye. Let's go fly F-35s. Like, I want to be a pilot. But I can't because I can't see. You want to be a remote dev and travel the world, then do it. Do it up. Just, it sounds a lot easier when you say, I just want to travel the world. Well, you got visa issues. In certain countries, if you overstay, you're banned from that entire region for like 10 years. So if you overstay a visa in the US, by one day, you're banned for like 10 years. You can't come back to the US. Like, if you're like from Germany and you come to the US and you overstay for a day after 90 days, you're banned for 10 years. And vice versa. Attention, when is your birthday? July 7th something. In a strict personal camp where you go 12 to 18 hours a day before you apply. 12 to 18 hours a day sounds almost unhealthy. But Josh and I go way back. We are childhood friends. Are we? No, I'm Facebooking you. Dude, there's no Hey Stanford on Facebook, so get at me. Did I miss any other questions? We're just hanging out. It's been an hour and 53 minutes. I'll end it at 2 hours at this point. Currently reading Eloquent JavaScript, doesn't cover ES6. So this is the problem, Bala baby. The problem with reading books is exactly that. By the time you pay for that book at the cash register, its value has declined. It's like a car going off the lot because it gets outdated as soon as you drive it off the lot. As soon as you pay for it, book is outdated. It's hard-coded. Hard code is bad. Never hard code. You want dynamic code. So books are bad. But yeah, you need ES6. What time is it? It's 10:23. What's the biggest injury you've had at the gym, and how do you recover from it? I pulled a muscle in my neck, so I couldn't look left for like a week and a half. How did I recover? I just didn't look left. Comparing books to hard-coded data. That's what it is. A book is hard-coded information. It's a readme.md. Okay? Those are bad. Thoughts on Vue? It's good for newer people. Do you game? Yeah, I can play some games. I'm going to play probably, after this stream, I'm probably going to play some Ring of Elysium. Maybe test that out. New patch. Or go to sleep. Will you be taking calls next week? Yeah, we might do this in a couple days. I'll be live streaming tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to live stream about. Might be another answering questions session. Might be applying to jobs live. I don't know. Bro, let's play PUBG. What are we playing? Are we playing on Steam or are we playing mobile? I'm better at mobile. Do you use Docker? I don't. What's the lowest pay you should take for your first front-end job straight out of college in Minnesota? BF, you're looking at about 45. I wouldn't take anything other than like 45K. Average salary is between 45 and 55K for junior devs. What'd I miss? Should you go in the direction of back-end and full-stack web development? Which I want to go into? I don't know which one you want to go into. Apply to jobs live. Those are usually better as dedicated videos because it gets kind of fluffy in a live stream, right? Where I'm just kind of ranting, and I don't want to do that. You haven't left the house in over a year. You've been hardcore coding at least 6 hours a day. You should probably go outside. You need the vitamin D, if anything. I mean, just go outside to go outside. Do you make these streams on a regular basis? Yeah, I try to do one every day. Try to do a live stream every day if I'm at home. Sometimes I'll splice a live stream in if I can't get a video edited. Should you start doing WordPress sites for businesses while learning to code to get some experience and make money? Yes. Do WordPress sites for free. That's what you do. You do your first like 3 WordPress sites for free, and then on the 4th one you're like, hey, look at these ones I made for these businesses. Okay? I charged the last guy $1,500. Okay? And then what you do is you go to the WordPress site, you look at WordPress themes, and you modify it to have the dude's logo, and you say, all right, these are some custom themes I designed for you, your business, and you show them the pre-made themes that you just modified and added the logo to, and then whichever one they pick, you're like, oh, I'm sorry, that's the one that's actually a little bit more complicated. It's going to be more expensive if you pick that one, but I think we can make that work through a payment plan. That's called finesse and hustle and business sense. That's how you do it. Don't do any work for free. That's nonsense. It depends. I do it for free. How much do you think a junior front-end developer salary in London should be? My last video, I believe it averaged at about £28,000. Your first site was free. Yeah, I mean, it's good to get started for free. Beggars can't be choosers. If you want to build a brand, no one builds a brand starting off charging thousands of dollars. No one knows who you are. The Joker and Batman said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. Yeah, but you have to be good at something. So if you're just starting off making WordPress sites, you probably think that you're good, but give it some time. And then if you go back and look at that, you're probably like, holy cow, Batman. You don't need to do your portfolio projects for free. You can charge some money. You can charge money. You can charge all the money you want. But it doesn't mean anybody gonna pay for it. What I do, I always say up front for my when I first did it, I was like, first few freelance projects, I was like, look, you don't gotta pay me anything. I mean, you can pay me what you want. How about we just like, I get unlimited deli sandwiches or something. Like whenever I come by, I get a deli sandwich, and then you're good. I just get deli sandwiches for life. And they're like, yeah, sounds good. And I was like, cool. So I just get unlimited deli sandwiches now as a perk. It's like winning one of those like pizza cards for life. If you understand the value you are bringing. So the problem with brand new people is that they probably don't understand the value that they're bringing, and they don't have the confidence to justify it. I mean, just like do the pay me what you want. That's like the easiest guilt trip into getting money. Otherwise, if you're like, hey, I know you don't know me and you didn't ask for this project, but I'm charging you $400 for it, they're gonna be like, no. Bartering is really doing it for free. That's barter. That's fair. Confidence is the key. I mean, you can easily type that out. But if you're not a salesman, you don't have a salesman type personality. Sales reveals all, right? You can either sell or you can't. You can either persuade or you can't. And that is a whole different skill set, even if you can develop the best WordPress site in the world. Like, I don't have any problems. I would say, yeah, try and charge. But if they say no, that's your choice. If you just want to get started in building your brand, I would do it for free. It doesn't matter to you. You already got a project and you're more interested in building your brand right now and you're willing to do it for free, do it. If you need money, I don't know, maybe charge. I'm not saying do it free forever. I'm like, you know, it takes you like 30 minutes to make a WordPress site. It doesn't take you very long. What sort of side projects would you work on in college to strengthen your resume? Try a full stack app or an app with an API. What do people call a list and array in Python? Everything's an array and everything in every other language. Have a good one, Jason. Nice headphone. Hey, thanks, man. Applied to UI and they called me FTF. What? Face-to-face interview after. Okay. It's really hard to read all caps. They said I'm not right fit. They called me again. Should I go to interview or will happen again? Well, if they called you again, you gotta go. How long do you plan to stream for? Sinister, don't call me out on that. You never got a shout out on Discord? Alright. Yeah, they don't in Py. They call it a list. Yes, I get that. But like in every other language, typically a list is an array. Being a salesman is greater than programming a site, right? Sales reveals all, but you got to have a product to sell. And so you're either selling someone else's product or you're making your own and learning how to sell, which is the best way to do it, which is how you become an entrepreneur. How to get a job from abroad if you're from an underdeveloped country. Go to stackoverflow.com. Check the relocation button. Nested list is a matrix. Nah, dude, it's not a nested list and it's not a matrix. It's a multi-dimensional array. I'm just kidding. See, this is like the semantics that people get into. It's like, bruh. Let's just get it done. You're not in the Discord. Is Free Code Camp good to start with web development? Yeah, it's a good spot. This is pretty popular spot. Oh, welcome to my face. Just trying to focus here. How's it going? All right, I'm gonna wrap up because I can't talk anymore. I'm out of water, so I'm out, guys. Thank you for hanging out so long. I don't even know how many people showed up tonight, but if it was helpful, please hit the thumbs up on your way out. smash the like button, as YouTubers say. But, you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the resume review and the other live stream. Have a good weekend. Have a good night if I don't see you again, but thanks for hanging out.